This is the strategy report put together by the Make America Healthy Again Commission. It's just 20 pages, but it's filled with major recommended changes.
We are now the sickest country in the world. This is an existential crisis for our country.
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. offering a roadmap for addressing chronic disease in children and combating conditions like obesity and diabetes. Many of these proposed changes are centered on nutrition. The report calling for new dietary guidelines to, quote, align with science, data, and health recommendations. The report also pushing for new rules to limit petroleum-based food dyes and chemicals in food, and pitching changes to the Food Nutrition Program SNAP to restrict the purchase of junk foods. Food policy expert Marlene Schwartz from the Rudd Center for Food Policy and Health points out that the emphasis on nutrition comes as SNAP faced cuts in the GOP-backed bill passed earlier this year.
It feels a little bit contradictory to be talking about the importance of educating people about nutrition, but then cutting one of the major programs that has been funding that work over the years.
The far-ranging report also outlines ways to promote physical activity in children, including by bringing back the presidential fitness test, a once commonplace rite of passage for students, which was phased out during the Obama administration.
A lot of these 128 recommendations are things that I've been dreaming about my whole life.
The report also dives into the controversy surrounding vaccine policy, calling for the development of a new vaccine framework that will address vaccine injuries and correct, quote, conflicts of interest and misaligned incentives.
You are a hazard to the health of the American people. I think that you ought to resign.
Secretary Kennedy, a longtime vaccine skeptic, faced searing criticism on Capitol Hill last week for limiting access to the COVID-19 vaccine and forcing out the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention over her refusal to go along with additional changes in vaccine policy. While the plan calls for many changes, it does not include a crackdown on pesticides and other chemicals used in farming, much to the relief of those industries. And other critics point to cuts to Medicaid and scientific research, saying that undermines some of the elements of this plan. Reporting here in Washington, I'm Evan Koslof, Spectrum News.